Hi everybody, welcome to week 4 of the course here. I got a little different type of scenery up here. I got some turtles up here, so there's your scenery for this week. Um, also, Mother's Day, so I'm doing this on Sunday, so all the moms, we have Happy Mother's Day out there. So I hope everybody had a good Mom's Day. Those of you that are moms or participate with the moms. And okay, so inspiration, motivation. I try to give you pictures and different things, try to keep you motivated. And I know there's people in your lives that try to do that too. But you also have to be your own inspiration. Sometimes you got to do it yourself. So be your own inspiration, and also just be self-disciplined. Discipline is choosing what you want now and what you want to what you want. So and I harp on that a lot because I know some people struggle because we have lots of commitments, different things going on, and finding time is difficult. Um, Even finding time to watch these videos because not everybody watches them, but those of you that do, you get something out of it. So that's good. So okay. Moving on into the course from this week. Okay, so last week was week 3. Discussions good as always. So those that are in there doing them real good, and the homework same thing. Those of you had problems with the homework, you've been in touch. And we go back and forth and help you on that. This upcoming week here we have same thing. We got the discussion on week 4. You also have 2 chapters. Chapter 24. Differential analysis and product pricing, and this just kind of reminded me of something. Depending on what you're doing, you might be working for a big company, little company, you might be on your own. Things like product pricing, and that just reminded me of my pizza days. But I just want to show you something here, just for an example. Um, when you go into a store, or they got coupons or something. So this is an example of how like calculating a food cost for like a coupon. So next time you see a coupon for a pizza place and it's like $14.99, chances are the actual cost of the food is like $3. Like here, I got it. It's like $3 or something like that. Um, something like like chicken wings. Chicken wings are like one of the most expensive things in the food business. Like 30, like here it says 30 wings or 5.9, almost $6, and they sell for that. So, and what we look at is the cost. This item here, food cost percent, 20%, 22. Ideally, a food place wants to keep their cost under 20%, because of the way the budget works. Because when you get on a budget, you got all these different things, and when you're doing budgets, you got to think in percentages, not dollars. That's kind of a difficult thing that people do, but you only have 100% to deal with. You don't have 105%, 110%. You can only do 100%. So if your budget, you got all the numbers in there and they all adds up to 100%. Well, if you go over on something, so instead of spending 20% on food, you're spending 25%. Well, you don't got enough money, and that doesn't matter. That could be a donut shop, a pizza shop, big company, whatever it is. So, and that's why pricing a product is important. A lot of people say, talk about owning a business and I'm going to have good, low prices, but you may not be able to do that depending on your rent or other costs. Like you got these nice strip malls that are expensive. Then you got the little hole-in-the-wall shop over here. They can charge less because they're not paying $2,000 a month in rent. They're probably paying $700 in rent. So where do you come up with that extra money? And so these are things you got to think about when you're doing a business. So anyway, just so this is an example of a food thing. Another thing that reminded me of something. One of the things I dabble in. Another one of my sidelines is I write. Like, so I got one book written. I got others I'm working on, but um, but one of the things here. So this is a book I did, but I did a what they call book signing. You go to a bookstore, local bookstore, and sometimes you go with other people and you share. So even something like, hey, you write a book and you could put a price on it. Okay, what is that price? So one of the lessons I found out, not me, but from the other guy I was with, was he had a nice hardcover book about World War II, and the book price was like $20. But the thing about bookstores is if you're going to go in there and they're going to sell your book, they're keeping 60% of the book price. So in that case, and he's selling it for 20, that means they're keeping 12 and they're giving him 8. But the only problem with that is the local printer he was using to print his books was charging him something like $11 to print a copy of that book. So every copy of that book he sold in that store that day, he lost $5 or $6. So I just showing that as, so you have to know what you're doing in business, regardless of what level you're at or what you're doing even personally. If you're selling crafts or different, whatever it is, you still have to know how to calculate pricing. So that's why I bring that up for you. So, all right. Again, so the chapters is the chapter 24, product pricing, chapter 25, investment analysis. So, again, lots of stuff goes into these things. Even like an investment, if you're going to be an investor or somebody's going to invest with you, those are the things they look at, is how much things cost. There's a show on TV, Shark Tank, if you ever watch it. Some of those questions those people are asking is they're they're using these terminology for that investors and business people are familiar with, and they want to know how much does it cost to actually make the product, how much are they selling it for, all those things. So, all right, so that's so that's pretty much this week. So, okay. What else we got here? So the homework's same. You got the 3 exercises. Now, if you happen to be watching this, you get a little plug, because not everybody watches these, but I'll give you a little head start on the homework. So this upcoming week's homework, I don't think they're as difficult as the previous weeks. So when you go in there, now if you want to freeze the video here, you can kind of see, but it's pretty, and when you get in there, you can see it's pretty simple. Not simple, but it's easier than the previous weeks, I'll say that much, figuring out the cost of these. So you got 23-4 and then 25-6 here. You're just coming up with these different prices in here. So and then the bottom one, then the last one, 25-5. Okay, so there again, this one's a little more, got a little more detail into it. There, here again, most everything is in there if you want to, if you want to take a gander. And if you need help or anything, let me know. Like I said, I've been, there's a few you've been working with, so no problems there. Just get in touch if you need anything on that. So, all right, so that should do it for this week, I think. I think I've covered everything, or a little extra there. So, still kept it under 10 minutes, though. So, only other thing I'll give you here is my, let me see, do I got a test question? Yes, I do. Got a test question for you there. So, this is me right there, and you can let me know what I'm doing. So, this is back in, back in my Army days. But so that'll do it. Have a great week. Get in touch if you need anything, and that'll take care. Bye bye.